Hey friends, I'm Elise and welcome back to my channel. I celebrated my birthday recently and acquired a number of books, so I wanted to do a little bit of a birthday haul with you. These are a mix of books that I received as gifts that I acquired during my birthday book shopping adventure that I went on, as well as book boxes because they arrived 2 days before my birthday. Naturally, it felt like a giant birthday gift. Let's go ahead and get into those. These first ones are a mix of books that were gifted and that I picked up at the bookstore on my birthday. The first one is Immortal Dark by Tika Skirma. I've been seeing this book around, and I think there's 2 books now. Yeah, the second book is already out, Eternal Ruin. It is a dark fantasy, I think. I don't know a whole lot about it. A lost heiress, a soulless vampire, a secret drenched in blood. I would say probably dark fantasy. Again, I don't know a whole lot about it. I've seen a lot of great reviews. I love the cover. The cover is very intriguing to me. That architecture is just gorgeous. So there is a content warning. It features some heavy elements. Readers, please take note before you grab your invitation. The gates of Uxley University are now open. Ooh, so maybe like dark fantasy academia with vampires. The next one is The Ornithologist Field Guide to Love by India Holton. This book I've seen around a lot, but I think most prominently I heard Kayla of Books and Lala rave about this one. I'm pretty sure. I think she read it and she really enjoyed it. So because of that, and again, because of the cover, because I mean, look at that cover. Rival ornithologists hunt through England for a rare magical bird in this historical fantasy rom-com reminiscent of Indiana Jones, but with manners, tea, and helicopter parasols. I mean, that sounds amazing. Next is Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune. This is the follow-up to The House in the Cerulean Sea, which I have not read, but I do own. I will read. I have been disappointed by TJ Klune before, but I feel like normally I do really enjoy his writing. I enjoy his stories. I've heard amazing things about The House in the Cerulean Sea. These I did pick up for myself at the bookstore on my birthday, and that is the Atlas Six Trilogy by Olivia Blake. The entire reason, and only reason, that I wanted to pick this up is because I recently read Girl Dinner by Olivia Blake, and I loved it. I loved her writing style. Granted, that was not fantasy. This is fantasy / academia. I think it's fantasy. Do I not know what this is about? Each decade, only the 6 most uniquely talented magicians, okay, so it's fantasy, are selected to earn a place at the Alexandrian Society, the foremost secret society in the world. The chosen will secure a life of power and prestige beyond their wildest dreams, but at what cost? Have I heard amazing things about these books? No, I have not. But I also didn't hear great things about Girl Dinner, and I loved it. So the last part of this stack are my Aardvark and Book of the Month book boxes. I love the March book boxes because, I mean, Aardvark is just whatever. As far as I know, they don't do birthday books, but Book of the Month, not only do I get a free book for my birthday from Book of the Month because I'm a BOTM BFF, I also get a free Book of the Year nominee, and the month to get that is in March. So I always get 2 free books for my birthday, which I love. But first, the books that I got from Aardvark, I did get 3 this time. I don't usually get 3 like ever. Usually it's 1, maybe 2, but I was like, it's my birthday. The first is Starshipped by Kate Sebastian. I was so intrigued by this cover. It's like a comic book cover. It's spacey and it appears to be gay. That sounds like a perfect recipe for a great book. For 7 years, actors Simon and Charlie were famous for 2 things: their hit sci-fi show and their legendary on-set rivalry. So enemies to lovers, one of my favorite tropes. Charlie is impetuous, outgoing, and basically feral, and Simon thinks he should have stayed in reality television where he belongs. They've spent the better part of a decade quarreling over the spotlight and pretty much everything else, and nobody in the industry knows it. Now Simon finally has a chance at a new job far away from Charlie, only to find his reputation is inextricably tied to his nightmare of a co-star. Trapped together, Simon discovers that Charlie, the man he thought he despised, understands him in a way no one else ever has. As their bickering softens into something tender and real, Simon realizes his greatest rival might just be his perfect match. So maybe not spacey per se, but they were co-stars on a sci-fi show. The cover though, I love the comic book cover, which is interesting. Like I'm not a comic book person. I've never been into comic books. Next is After the Fall by Edward Ashton. This is a sci-fi. This was one of the books featured in my 40 plus new sci-fi releases of 2026. I'll have that link down below if you've not watched it yet. This one, it's a lot shorter than I expected. Oh, I can't remember. Something about animals. I don't remember. Oh no. A story of struggling to survive by wit, luck, and dogged determination. It is also equally as harrowing as it is hilarious. I didn't want the book to end. Incredibly entertaining, funny, and so smart. So this is the same author as Mickey 7, that movie that came out recently with Robert Pattinson, Mickey 17, based on a book, Mickey 7, by this author. A buddy comedy hidden inside an alien invasion story that asks an important question. Would humans really make great pets? Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. So like aliens invade and like humans become pets to these aliens, kind of. So it's like one of those things where it's like, that sounds strange. and weird. I don't know if I'll like it. However, I'm curious enough to find out how it would turn out to read it. And the last book is Operation Bounce House by Matt Denneman. This is the March book pick for Libronauts Book Club, my science fiction book club. If you're interested, I have it linked down below. We're over on Instagram and Fable. This is the same author as Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm really excited about this. It's pretty thick. But I have the audiobook checked out from my library, because if the audiobook for Dungeon Crawler Carl is any indication as to how it's going to go for this one, I need the audiobook. I just feel like it adds a lot to the story. So they live on a different planet, and there's video gamers from Earth, I think, that are controlling robots or something. All Oliver wanted to do was run the family ranch with his sister, maybe play a gig or two with his band, and keep his family's aging fleet of intelligent agriculture bots ticking as long as possible. He figures it will be a good thing when the transfer gate finally opens all the way and restores instant travel and full communication between Earth and his planet, New Sonora. Even though the settlers were promised they'd be left in peace, Earth's government now has other plans. The colossal Apex Industries is hired to commence an eviction action. Why spend money printing and deploying AI soldiers when they can turn it into a game? Why not charge bored Earthers for the opportunity to design their own war machines and remotely pilot them from the comfort of their homes? It's like people on Earth are basically, in their minds, kind of playing a video game, but obviously in Oliver's mind, it's like, this is real life, and it's affecting the crap out of his. I just know it's going to be fun, and it'll be a great discussion. Our discussion is March 31st, right here on YouTube, 7 p.m. Eastern. The last 5 books are all the books that I got from Book of the Month. This is not sponsored. However, I do have a referral link down below for you to try Book of the Month for $5 for your first month. If you have not done so already, check that out. First book is Hera by Jennifer Saint. I don't know why. Honestly, this is not a newer book. It's from August 2024. It spoke to me, and I feel like I've heard a few things about Hera, and she sounds amazing. And I love a strong female lead, so. Next is You Did Nothing Wrong by C.G. Drews. Have I read any C.G. Drews? No, I have not. Is this the third book by this author that I've acquired? It certainly is. I have heard amazing things. What's that one? Something about the forest. Don't Let the Forest In, which I will be reading. It's on my TBR for the year. But then also Hazel Thorn, which was another Book of the Month pick not too long ago, actually. And then this one. This is a new release. I believe this is the author's first adult novel. I think the other two were YA. The walls are closing in on her perfect new life. Single mother Elodie's life has become a fairy tale. She's met Bren, equal parts golden retriever and sinfully handsome. He's whisked her and her autistic son Jude away to the crumbling family house he's renovating. She has a new husband, a new home, and a new baby on the way. Everything is perfect until Jude claims he can hear voices in the walls. Oh, I just got goosebumps. When an animal or a child is acting like there's something not right with a house, like, you need to listen to them. Even Elodie can't ignore it. Something strange is going on. The question is it with the house or with her son? And what is Elodie hiding? Lady Tremaine by Rachel Hockhauser. And this is, if I recall, Cinderella, but from the point of view of the stepmother. Twice widowed, Lady Etheldreda Verity Isolde Tremaine Bramley is solely responsible for her 2 children, a priggish stepdaughter, a razor-taloned peregrine falcon, and a crumbling manor. Fierce and determined, Ethel clings to the respectability her deceased husband's title affords, hoping it will secure her daughter's futures through marriage. When a royal ball offers the chance to change everything, Ethel risks her pride in pursuit of an invitation for all 3 of her daughters, only to see her hopes fulfilled by the wrong one. Exhilarating to its core, Lady Tremaine reimagines the myth of the evil stepmother at the heart of the world's most famous fairy tale. It's a battle cry for a mother's love for her daughters and a celebration of women everywhere who make their own fortunes. I love the whole make the villain the hero of the story. I'm very curious to see where this one goes. My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. I love Alice Feeney most of the time. Her last book, I really, really did enjoy. What was that called? Beautiful Ugly. It had kind of mixed reviews, but I think most people enjoyed it. This one, pretty much every review that I've seen is saying how it's amazing. And it's just like 5-star after 5-star. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too high because when I tend to do that, the results are not as good as I expected. But yeah, the premise of the story is this woman, she goes out for a jog one morning, she comes back home and the door's locked and she knocks and this other woman answers the door and her husband's there and she's like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "I'm his wife." And she's like, "No, I'm his wife." And what? Excuse me? How is this going to turn out? And I've heard there's a lot of twists. I love when a thriller just slaps you in the face with twist after twist. And then the last book that I got is the Lolly winner for 2025, and that is Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. One thing I really liked about this is that it came with a little bookmark with seeds, like a little seed pack, and it tells you to go plant it. How cool is that? This book, I've not read from this author before. If I recall, there's a lot of focus on environmentalism. I'm assuming plants with the seed packet. Dominic Salt and his 3 children are caretakers of Shearwater, a tiny island not far from Antarctica, home to the world's largest seed bank. Shearwater was once full of researchers, but with sea levels rising, the Salts are now its final inhabitants. Until during the worst storm the island has ever seen, a woman mysteriously washes ashore. Isolation has taken its toll on the Salts, but as they nurse the woman Rowan back to strength, it begins to feel like she might just be what they need. Rowan, long accustomed to protecting herself, starts imagining a future where she could belong to someone again. A novel of breathtaking twists, dizzying beauty, and ferocious love, Wild Dark Shores about the impossible choices we make to protect the people we love, even as the world around us disappears. And I think I've seen people read this on BookTube and they cried a lot. Kind of nervous about that part, but that's okay. I'm looking forward to it. Those are all the books that I acquired for my birthday this year. I will have them all linked down below if you want to check them out, add them to your TBR. I'll have them linked to a couple different places. One supports indie bookstores, the other is Amazon, just depends on where you prefer to shop, and they are affiliate links, so I may earn a little bit at no extra cost to you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, bye.